Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and on with the program.
Testing 1 2 1 2 3. Okay, today's headlines: Earth's record heat, New World Screwworm, NASA to Mars in 2028, Blackbears have opened their eyes, and $20 billion moon base. All this and more on today's Inside and Out desktop podcast show. And I am your host, Jason Ochsner. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. Our first headline was the moon base. No, it wasn't. Our first headline is climate. What was the headline again? Oh, yeah, Earth's record heat. Okay, this is courtesy of the World Meteorological. I'm just waking up this morning. Organization. Okay, Earth's climate swings increasingly out of balance. Now, this comes from Geneva, Switzerland. The Earth's climate is more out of balance than any time in observed history, as greenhouse gas concentrations drive continued warming of the atmosphere and the ocean and the melting of ice, according to the World Meteorological Organization, WMO. These rapid and large scale changes have occurred within a few decades, but will have harmful repercussions for hundreds and potentially thousands of years. So check out this particular site. Not here to try to give everybody a morning scare, but you know, I don't like to talk about politics, so putting all that stuff aside, there's been arguments and disputes and concerns about global warming, I guess now for about the last 20 years. And to me, it's not about what to believe, whose side to take, or anything like that. It's about facts for me. I love to entertain fantasy and imagination, but I've learned as I've gotten older, one of the things I've come to respect the most is a realist. So I really, really try to be my own skeptic, and I try to be a realist in things, and I try to take a scientific approach and request and demand proof. I don't think that's much to ask to have a little bit of proof. And there just seems to be a lot of proof when it comes to global warming, and that we really need to start paying attention to this, especially since we've decided we're going to bring back woolly mammoths. They're not going to appreciate this at all. Okay, the next story is the New World Screwworm. Now, that sounds kind of funny, but the reality is it's not funny at all. These particular worms, they're like flesh eating worms. Um, the New World screwworm is a devastating pest. When NWS fly larvae maggots burrow into the flesh of a living animal, they cause serious, often deadly damage. NWS can infest livestock, pets, wildlife, occasionally birds, and rare cases, people. You'd have to be a pretty slow moving person, possibly, to get affected by a New World screwworm. But these are no joke. These once made it all the way to the United States of America, according to the article, which is pretty wild. And we got rid of a batch of them in the Florida Keys in 2017, I believe, is what they're saying. Check out this article. It's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, Department of Agriculture, for the website, And okay, let's see. Not to be pushing away from the subject, but we got to move along. NASA to Mars in 2028. What the heck, man? NASA. Just a few months ago, 6, 8 months ago, NASA was worried they're not going to be able to do much, but it looks like they've gotten a piggy bank to do a lot of cool things. And one of them is this. Um, NASA unveils a Space Reactor 1 Freedom mission to Mars in 2028. According to the article, NASA is going to be carrying some of their cool helicopters there to go check some stuff out. This thing is nuclear powered. It looks to me like it's solar powered when you look at all this stuff, but they claim it's nuclear powered. Check out this website. This is at nasaspaceflight.com. Read the article, but it looks like in 2028 looks like a big year. Once again, mammoths. Uh, potential global warming, and now we're going to be running to Mars and bringing some helicopters out there. It looks like this is an unmanned mission to Mars, but it's just a matter of time before there's boots on the ground. That's pretty wild to me. Okay, let's check out the weather real quick. Today, I'm going to be working outside, so I'm glad to see it's going to be warming up to 53 degrees today. Clear skies, and it looks like it's only going to drop down to 47 tonight. So that's going to be really, really good. And then tomorrow, it's going to warm up even more to 68 degrees with only a low of 62. So tomorrow is going to be even more of a moderate, comfortable day, which will be really, really nice. It's going to be kind of like the perfect day. That's the one they're going to claim as our average weather right there, but it's not. But we wish it was. We really wish it was. So, okay, now on to the next story. The next story is black bears have opened their eyes. Well, they have they? Well, according to the state of California, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, um, winter's over. Springtime's here. And in Lake Tahoe, they're discussing with the locals, presumably, and some of the people who visit, that let's keep these bears wild. You know, um, Spring is in the air for Lake Tahoe, and so they're going to be bringing out their little babies as young as 8 to 10 weeks old. I'd really encourage everybody to check out this article because the thing that blew my mind that I did not know this, but bears, black bears, I don't know if it's all bears, but bears mate all summer long. They get to have fun all summer long. And somehow, some way, bears the female can delay when she conceives so that to make sure that she has a healthy consumption. Hey, you guys, hold on. We got a call online while we're live, and it's from my brother. I'm not going to tell him that he's on here. We might have to edit this, but we're gonna see what he's got. Hey Garrett, can you
Hey,
hear me? Hey, you're live online, so don't say anything crazy. What's up?
um, is that jump box charged over the mom's that little jump box thing you were showing me the other day?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You can run and come and grab it, or I'll come on over. The back door's
Or
unlocked.
you have cables,
I might.
jumper
You got to
cables?
look in the trailer if I
Alright,
do have any.
alright, I'll come grab them real quick.
All right. Talk
Alright.
with you soon, bro. All right. All right. Clicking away. All right. Where were we? We were talking about bears, right? Okay. Yeah, the black bears. So and then all of a sudden they get pregnant in the fall. They average getting pregnant around like I guess no November. So that's wild. That the magic happens or the fun happens, and then it could be months later before the magic happens. That's pretty wild. Obviously, you guys heard I'm going to go get my brother some jumper cables. He's broken down. So we're going to lead to this last story here. Live science today. NASA announces $20 billion moon base as unprecedented wildfires spread. We won't talk about the wildfires, which is important, but the way they delivered it, I don't like it. I don't like comparison. That's one thing that's a pet peeve of mine is comparing. These are apples and oranges to me. Yes, that's a lot of money going there. Yes, we need to pay attention to wildfires. But check out this story, live science. But apparently, NASA is building a moon base. There's a lot of concern about the moon right now. And whether we like it or not, somebody's going to take the moon, and we got to get a piece of the pie. I mean, apparently, being out there is important. I don't know if it's about minerals being mined. I don't know if it's about defense. I don't know if it's about observing the stars from. I mean, I can imagine for a telescope just being on the moon compared to my backyard would be a lot easier. Much easier. I don't know. But this is all the news I'm going to report today. Like I said, I'm going to be working out in my yard. I'm going to try to get or my mother's yard and getting all prepped up. She has guests tomorrow, so I'm going to try to do some weed eating and stuff. And then after that, I got to work on my own place. I'm insulating my crib right now, slowly but surely, scratchy, itchy, but I'm halfway done, so I'm going to get that done. I hope everybody gets what they have to get done today, and enjoy this beautiful day if you live here in the state of Virginia. And I thank you guys so much, and I'll talk with you guys soon.